Okay, here is Carol Lee, past president of our pickleball club here at Happy Trails, and she was one of the pioneers. She came here when we only had one court, court 5. Tell us about when you first came, Carol, your experiences playing pickleball.
Well, it just looked like great fun and a chance to get some exercise. And we started playing, my husband and I started playing right away. That was in 1999 and 2000 when we got here, and took lessons from Dennis Hamilton. And there were so many terrific people. We had instant friends, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience for both of us, and getting exercise too. So.
And who was the president that year? Do you remember?
Who was the president? I want to say Pam Nolan. I believe it was Pam Nolan was the president at that time.
That was probably the year that she took over for Levi when he
Yes,
died.
it was. That's exactly right, when she took over for Levi.
Yeah.
So she stayed on another year.
And how many were in the club at that time? Do you remember?
Oh, there were probably about, I think Marge Hall was like the secretary or treasurer or something, and I think there were probably maybe 40, 50 people that were at that time.
And you said before we started that Jetty and somebody else really helped you a lot.
Yes. Well, as president, we worked as a team. When I was president, Bob was the VP and Jetty was the treasurer, and Juanita Vincent stayed on another year as secretary. And I couldn't have done it without them. We really worked as a team. It was great.
Yeah, yeah. The Lanius is unbelievable amount of work they put in this club.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
So
yeah.
Now, so did you play in any tournaments?
I did. In fact, I helped out when we had our first Arizona Olympics, the Senior Olympics here. Happy Trails hosted the first one for, 2 or 3 years. And we had a recreational division, and I can remember partnering up with Mary Graham, and we played just for fun. And then Bob and I played, might have been the second year, and Mary and Chuck Copeland played also in the recreational, and we had a lot of fun with that. The competition wasn't so fierce at that time.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it again.
Well, I remember that. That's super. Now you're still playing, right, Carol?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do. And just for fun. I'm not a competitor.
Yeah, well, that's fun.
I'm not a competitor. I just play for fun.
That's what this game's all about.
I think so.
And I am just amazed that you probably are too, the number of people we have in our club now.
Yes.
It's about 450 or something.
Yes, it is. It's grown tremendously.
Yeah. So,
and we have issues all the time as our club has gotten bigger. The court usage is very important and controversial, and it started a long time ago.
Yes, it did.
So it was a lot of fun, but it can be and still will be a controversial issue.
Oh, I think so. It's every place I go, it's like that. You have different levels of play, and people are upset if you don't let them play with you if you're a little better player.
Right.
And court usage is always going to be a big factor here at Happy Trails.
Yeah, it is.
We have 9 courts now, but we started out at 1 court, then 3 at the center.
Yes.
And then 4 more down at the Cascade.
At Cascade, and that was during my presidency. That was something that was very special to me, was to dedicate those courts during my presidency. And I remember we had George Andelor cut the ribbon because he was the oldest player here.
Yeah, George.
So that was fun to do.
That was neat. A neat time. I remember old George. He was quite a guy.
Yes, he was.
Anything else you want to say about the club, maybe, possibly? Just
Well, I don't think so. It's, as I said, it's gotten so large, but I still believe in the club and the fundamentals of the club, and well, as long as I'm living here at Happy Trails, Bob and I will always be members and contribute what we can.
Good.
But we're kind of letting the younger set come in now and take over some of the jobs we used to do.
Oh, good. Okay, thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.